Milk the cow till it's dead. So yeah, let's do this. I felt like the first video should be about why this channel now and why not before, and all the people that are telling me before, I at what age before, because I feel like this right like the age is that one just to do something with myself. Anyway, so my reason for why not before or why not later and why now is because it's the same thing really. Trolls. And for people that don't understand the term trolls, it's the people on the internet that have taken a hobby out of just basically being mean to people for no reason. Okay, maybe to them it makes sense. I feel like it's guidance and criticism and concern, but it's just basically being mean to people that you don't know for no particular reason. And to the point that I was scared to show myself. I'm a poet, I'm a writer, but I've written under a pseudonym for all my writing life, all my performance life, and people think it's because I want to be cool, or the name really like it has a nice name, a nice ring to it, really emotional strip, and it's like, oh my gosh, I just trying to be fancy. No, I'm trying to hide from you, mean people, and yeah, but most so it's easier for me to live a life whereby by day I'm this regular fat shamed person that doesn't exist, and at night I'm this poet that whose pickup lines you use to woo people, although you still like find the same energy to be mean to me on the internet. You guys just it's an oxymoron that I'll never understand anyway. So that's the whole point as to why I feel like now is the time. It's gotten a bit out of hand because it's starting to involve children and younger people. People are losing their lives. I've lost a few friends to suicide this year, and one of the reasons that have been cited has been body shaming and most particularly fat shaming. Although I plan to learn about the other side types of body shaming, I hear there's a lot of short shaming. I'm not laughing because I'm short shaming. I'm just saying like, it's a thing. Yeah, and then yeah, Kakwenza was telling me he's tall shamed. So it's like there's a lot of shaming around people's appearances, and that's the thing that I really want to talk about. And I know that we cannot fix things through speech, because if we could, then Stella Nyanzi's poetry would have gotten us a whole new president, but we can't do that. So I just feel like it's important to get this information out, share, build a community. And so how am I going to deal with trolls? For starters, I know you are going to come trolling me, saying I'm consoling myself, and oh my god, I should use the same energy to go to the gym. I will not see your comments because I'm going to turn them off. I don't need that negativity in my life. Don't copy me into links of what people are saying about me. Do not do it, because I will not like follow it up and stuff. I just really want the world to know and to see that it's a real thing that people are dealing with, and that's why this is the time I've chosen. We're living in a work world where mental health and mental health and your body, or like society, like we're finally awake as a generation. Also, we are a very offended generation as well. Maybe somebody could say that, but yeah. So the information dissemination is not really pleasing me as it's going on right now, and so I live by closed mouths don't get fed. So I'm opening my mouth to speak and to get fed. Also, before I forget, I would like to credit the name Size Yange to a random person in Chikubo who keeps shouting at me. It's about that guy. There are many, but this one is passionate. It's like poetry. It's like Size Yange, Size Yange, and yeah, I don't like if ever we make it. You person that was aiming at being mean to me, if ever our brand makes it, look for me and we share the dividends. And maybe you could be happy and afford a real your size yo. Because, yeah, so if I forget, random man in Chikubo who makes it so melodious for me to walk on the streets, yeah, you're credited. You're why I'm doing this. But also, so many women, small, big, fat. It's really difficult for us to walk in town because people feel like they're entitled to our bodies, and people start shouting, size young, or you like, as a friend, they told Etofalia Kabakale Nagwalietis. And it was just hilarious. And then yeah, there's all that you know, ownership of people's bodies for people feel like they own us, so why not tell our narratives ourselves? So that's why this is the time I've chosen. There's no better time as now that everybody, even in the village, everybody has at least an access to a smartphone. They're being bought on credit. They're charging with solar. They're charging on Sigiris. So it's like a big thing that finally everybody can have this information, not when it's like for a selected few. So that's why I felt like this time was the perfect time. But a lot of misinformation going on. Like people tend to look at fat people and get afraid. That's what I'm saying. Like, at this point, I'll say this forever. I am not recruiting fat people to join me and be fat. I'm not starting a fat cult. Like, that's not what this is, yeah? So okay, it may be misleading because maybe you started with t-shirts. We could get an anthem, insert prayer, or we could get like rosaries, chains that have society, and then I'm posing, biting them like this. It won't be like a religion still. That's the point. It's just like it's not a cult. Don't worry. Your children are not going to be influenced into becoming fat just because they're going to wear this merchandise. It's for everybody because I feel like unfortunately body shaming is not size specific. Mental health is not size specific. Trolling is not size specific. If you're as small as they come and beautiful and you have all these, Katonda Kali took some time with you, people will still find something to say about your hair, about your nails, about your fingers, about so everything about your ears. Shout out to Gilbert. Yeah, but so there's so many like different things that people get to talk about. So that's why I feel like now is important. Also with the fact that people are home a lot, people are bored a lot. And unfortunately we are not very productive bored species. An ant will get bored. What will I do? Let me build a colony. A human being will get bored. What do I do? Let me go online and attack strangers. I don't know. So goes back to who made us the wisest species because I don't see it. I don't think we are flourishing really because we're not using our time well. So yeah, also the time right now. People are home a lot. People are in and out of breaks because we're all trying to find different ways to deal with COVID. And unfortunately, that means more screen time for adults. The same adults who are denied screen time as kids, taking out their anger on adults who didn't take away their screen time as kids, and they feel like they need to go around throwing around their opinions about people. That's why I felt like there's no time like now. Also, guys, I'm trending, so why not now? Yeah, if you don't know me, you probably just don't want to know me. You're pretending, do that in your heart. You're like, I know you, but I don't know you. So again, why the comments will be off because I get comments like, who knows you? I know you know me. So yeah, that's why I've chosen now. And also when I'm still feeling it, I've learned that if it's in the moment, if I don't feel like it tomorrow, maybe it's the last video you watch. But while I still have the energy and while I still feel like we need to have these raw conversations from the horse's mouth, I'm not excited about a TV presenter talking about me and saying the statistics of fat Ugandans is like this and like this and this. It's because it's a lot of grasshoppers in November. I don't want that to be my life. And so while I can still tell my story, while I still have power over the narrative for me and for other people, I feel like this is the right time for me to do it. If tomorrow I wake up in the morning and I don't feel great, or I listen to this thing after I've shot it and I hate it, we'll probably not post it. But I would have emptied my chest of what I feel. Why I'm saying that, I started a blog and I wrote one article. And it's because I really was in a point where I was suffocating mental health wise and I felt I need to let it out. So if I feel like this is enough for me, it'll probably be, but I hope it's not because it would be nice to have relatable people that don't, you look for positivity and it's there, but it's expensive. Like you ask someone who's plus size, so your clothes from where? So yeah, so you go to Amazon like this, and then you click it, and then my auntie in the US like receives them, and then when she's shopped for me enough, and you're like, because it's not like, what are the regular fat people that, or like anybody. I used to go shopping with my friend. She's the opposite of me, and we'd both struggle. We enter a shop, I'm too fat to get clothes, she's too small to get clothes, and we'll just walk out the way we are. And so, yeah, I feel like the narrative needs to take power to the people to tell our stories ourselves, not have like, I refuse to turn into a statistic. I don't want that. I don't want that for anybody else that I know. And that is why I'm starting this. So, yeah, thank you so much.